I noticed her walking home from school one day. Her long hair was as dark as a raven's feathers, and flowed out behind her as she walked. She was about 10 feet in front of me. As I was making my way to my house, she seemed horribly bent and walked with a limp, as if she was in an accident recently. I looked around and, seeing no one else around, I watched as she continued to hobble ahead in her slow, painful gait. It seemed almost as though she was barefoot, walking on glass. Though she walked slowly enough for me to pass her easily, all of my instincts were yelling at me to run in the opposite direction. We continued in the same direction for a while, and I wasn't sure if she had noticed me yet. I was now only 4 blocks away from my home. I was beginning to feel like I could make it. I picked up my pace slightly, getting close to the woman. She's about 5 feet away now, but without warning, she stopped. Realizing there was someone behind her, slightly disturbed, I halted my pace, waiting to see what she would do. A horrid grating noise filled the air. I found myself looking into a horribly disfigured face. Where the eyes would have been were merely dark sockets. Her alabaster skin was stained with blood and purpled bruising. Her once white clothes and dark hair were stained with blood, grass, and grime. Gnarled arms that looked like they'd never been used were twisted against her body. And her malnourished-looking legs were barely visible beneath her pale flowing skirt. This horrible woman, this mutant's mouth opened, and an utterly inhuman screech came from it. The thin lips parted into a wide, unnaturally large eclipse. With a continued screech, the woman's hands reached out and touched her face. Paralyzed as I was, I couldn't stop it. The cold, twisted fingers brushed against my cheek, and moving downwards, tightened around my throat. I was gasping for air as I was lifted up and held in the air. With a cry that I could not hear, I fell backwards, and my head hit the ground. My vision filled with stars and blurs, and that's all I remember from then up until I woke up in my bed. I was told later on that my neighbours found me passed out. They brought me to my parents and they found the bruises on my neck, and assumed someone tried to assault me. Though I have not seen that woman since that encounter, the screaming and the woman have haunted my dreams, bringing me nightmares for weeks now. I have not slept well for ages, and all I can think of is the horrible scream she gave. If there is one piece of advice I can give to anyone reading this, it is that if you see a woman with black hair, a failing gait, a dress that used to be white, you must run as fast as you can in the opposite direction. Don't look back.